Howdy, it's the Walrus. We traveled to another city at the coast. And I have been talking about those other animals we have here in Finland. They are like living here where I am, quite close. There might be even here, like in the lake nearby. They are Saimaa ringed seal. We are on Wikipedia once again. The Saimaa ringed seal, Busa hispida saimensis, Saimaannorppa, is a subspecies of ringed seal. They are among the most endangered seals in the world, having a total population of only about 400 individuals. The only existing population of these seals found in Lake Saimaa, Finland, hence the name. They have lived in complete isolation from other ringed seal species for around 9,500 years and have diverged into a morphologically and ecologically different subspecies of ringed seal. The population is descended from ringed seals that were separated from the rest when the land rose after the last ice age. This seal, along with the Ladoga seal and the Baikal seal, is one of the few living freshwater seals. You can read the rest of that. You can make your own research about these seals and stuff. But now we have walruses and seals in Finland. But now to something completely different. For this we have to start it with a paper, Introduction into Plasma Tectonics and Electric Geology. Solar wind coupling to planetary circuits. Lightning tells the stellar transformer story. Bruce Leybourne, Research Director, Institute for Advanced Studies on Climate Change, and Giovanni Gregori, PhD, Professor, Institute for Marine Engineering, National Council of Research, Rome, Italy. Plasma tectonics, electric geology, and stellar transformer concepts evolved from Earth indigenous energy theory by Gregori. Were self-organizing anode tufts, biological analogy to sea urchin spikes project from the Earth's core. Considering plasma convection is tidally generated Joule heating at the tips of the spikes, like a soldering iron creating heat, magmas and earthquakes. Expanding these circuits by connecting the vertical spike C component to a radial X component, oceanic fractures, and the axial Y component, north-south mid-ocean ridge and island arcs, reveal the stellar transformer concept, where radial induction is driven by incoming solar space weather, while solar magnetism variation drives axial induction. Thus, simple step-down energy induction occurs between Sun and Earth, much like the transformer process that steps down your household energy from the power company. Diurnal solar induction along the East Pacific Rise, EPR, and Southeast Indian Ridge drive lightning hotspots, telling the stellar transformer story. There is one picture in particular, this one, I wanted to show you. I have shown this already a few times. So, we are talking about antennas and stuff. You can imagine this being a mountain. There's the antenna. And they are reaching wherever on Earth. They are reaching the surface. Sometimes the surface is covered with water. And then there are sea urchin spines because they are submerged. So, I read some news, and obviously yesterday there happened 2 accidents in 1 hour at the same place. 2 people fell down a mountain, which is really sad, but you should be careful if you go to the mountains. You should be fit enough. If you are not able to walk correctly and your balance doesn't really work, probably you should stay down, away from the mountains. So this is the region where it happened. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's put north to north so you can probably better imagine where we are. Zurich, obviously. Lake Constance. Here we had the pile dwellings I showed yesterday. Somewhere here is Kaiserstuhl Volcano probably. And we are watching this region here, which is somehow separated from the rest of the Alps, obviously. And there are many interesting, many interesting features to that, let alone how it looks. Here I have been, really on top of a mountain. I have been on many mountaintops, but I don't think that I have been on the Santis itself. Where is it? Here. So if you go close here, there's like places marked. I put off the pictures because they just interfere. Here we have a place called Blue Snow. And I think it has the name because it seems to be blue every now and then. That's why it got the name. I also think this could be this kind of well where water is coming underground up and then it just goes down the slopes in form of ice or water, hence glacier or melting glaciers. There's an extreme heat wave going on in Central Europe, England, and water use is restricted in many countries, also in Switzerland. And as I heard the news about that people fell down the mountain, I had to go check it out. And now I have to find this other place. Where was it? Here. You know, easily to spot. There's a cross, it is a holy place, and so on. So there might be something special. And there has been for sure something special before anyone invented any Christianity or whatever stuff, you know. Ancient caves with a chapel and artifacts. Server error. Let's try again. It doesn't want to show us this. So let's put on the pictures, maybe we find this. Maybe we find something. Because it's a really neat place. And that's the restaurant. There have been, yeah, this is better picture. A better picture. But this sucks. I wanted to show you the caves here. Offline server error. That's really interesting. I've been watching this earlier. So now let's try something else. Back on Wikipedia. If you don't like Wikipedia or whatever, I don't care. You can dislike it. It's your decision. Wikipedia. Wildkirchli. English. Wild Chapel are three interlinked caves situated in the Altstein Massif in the Appenzell Innerrhoden canton of Switzerland, northeast of Mount Santis, Switzerland. The caves are located at a height of 1,477 to 1,500 meters above sea level. They are notable for traces of Paleolithic Neanderthal habitation dating to 40,000 BP and cave bear bones dating to 90,000, 40,000 BP. The museum at the site houses a full bear skeleton that was found in one of the caves. Now let's check out the caves. These are the caves. And I won't now read everything about these things here. You can check them out by yourself. I just wanted to show you that there is a holy place and other stuff. And probably they aren't that old as they tell, because like whatever really intense solar radiation is altering old stuff, and they are immediately thousands of years older. So carbon dating isn't really reliable as a measurement tool for age. To some degree, but not fully. But you probably wondered why I started off with the article about sea urchin spikes and these kind of things. Now we are at the Santis, the mountain, the biggest mountain there. At 2,501.9 meters above sea level, Santis is the highest mountain of the Alpstein Massif of the northeastern Switzerland. It is also the culminating point of the whole Appenzell Alps. Between Lake Wahlen and Lake Constance, shared by 3 cantons, the mountain is a highly visible landmark thanks to its exposed northerly position with the Alpstein Massif. As a consequence, houses called Santis Blick can be found in regions as far away as the Black Forest in Germany. Santis is among the most prominent summits in the Alps and the most prominent summit in Europe, with an observation deck on top. The panorama from the summit is spectacular. 6 countries can be seen if the weather allows: Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, France and Italy. Now here it is. You can check it out. Yeah, of course I have seen it. But maybe I haven't been up there, I don't remember. I don't think so. Santis is located in the Alpstein region, nearly 10 kilometers southwest of the town of Appenzell. Blah, 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 blah. Now we go to the climate. And they are measuring precipitation. History. Lightning measurement station. Santis has one of the highest rate of lightning strikes in Europe. In 2010, a lightning measurement station was installed at top 120 meters tall telecommunication tower on the mountain by the Electromagnetic Compatibility Lab of the EPFL in Lausanne. The station automatically records about 1 gigabyte of data per strike and then notifies researchers. In the first 9 months of operation, it recorded about 50 strikes, including 7 positive lightning strikes. Since 2021, a research consortium led by Jean-Pierre Wolf has been testing a laser lightning rod system for here, firing short 0.7 terawatt laser pulses into clouds to stimulate lightning discharge. So it doesn't say that they are now related. They can't be, because it's much later. But anyway, positive lightning strikes. 7 out of 50 or whatever. Less than 10%. But anyway, quite many. What is a positive lightning strike? Positive and negative lightning, cloud to ground, CG lightning, is either positive or negative, is as defined by the direction of the conventional electric current between cloud and ground. Electric current between cloud and ground. Most CG lightning is negative, meaning that a negative charge is transferred to ground and electrons travel downward along the lightning channel. Conventionally, the current flows from the ground to the cloud. This reverse happens in a positive CG flash where electrons travel upward along the lightning channel and the positive charge is transferred to the ground. Conventionally, the current flows from the cloud to the ground. Positive lightning is less common than negative lightning and on average makes up less than 5% of all lightning strikes. So we have a bigger percentage at this other spot. And now we are back at the exact same picture. So mountains are antennas, and if the mountain is alive, hence if there is a volcano, everybody understands it's a mountain which is alive because it's a volcano. But if there is water pouring out of a mountain, if there is a lake on top of a mountain which is fed with groundwater, it is a volcano. Water volcano, crypto dome, crypto geyser, or however you want to call it. If there is water flowing upwards and coming out and then goes downwards, and there's a town and people live from there, there is a energy flow in the ground. So it will have this kind of antenna function because the energy accumulates on peaks, edges. So I think this is a very good confirmation about this theory that, yeah, there might be something with the mountains. And I still try to figure out if there is how the water supplies works on that Santis station, because it's so high up in the mountains. They need water too. So if there is like already has been some well or whatever, it would be just either more confirmation for that. Mountain water theory, white rivers, and so on. Yeah, but I think I leave it here. Walruses and sea urchins binds. Earth electromagnetics environment is changing. You will feel it at one point. It might increase anxiety, stress, sleep problems, all kinds of things, everything. Earth is a capacitor in space, and we are very small capacitors on the surface of the Earth. So we will feel it personally. There might be people which are in weak mental condition, and it just could amplify their disorder. People just could freak out. So be aware of that danger as well. And put on good shoes and good clothes if you are going to the mountains, because nature doesn't care about you there, but you should be aware of that. Thanks.